In the headlines, the 4 sections of the 15th National Assembly has concluded after 21 working days. Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Văn Hồng met with Consul-General of the US in Ho Chi Minh City, Susan Burns. Cần Thơ City People's Committee is to remove Omom Cần Thơ Industrial Zone project from the list of industrial zone planning. Hello and welcome to Cần Thơ News, the English news program of Cần Thơ Radio and Television Station, and top news today. After 21 working days, the 4 sections of the 15th National Assembly has concluded with General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng, State President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, leaders and former leaders of the party, state, Vietnam for the Land Front Committee, and central ministries and sectors attending. In his remarks at the closing sections, National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ stated that at the 4 sections, the National Assembly took plenty of time to discuss the situation and the implementation outcomes of the Socio-Economic Development Plan, State Budget and Public Investment Plan for 2022. Delighted at the major achievements made in socio-economic development and ensuring national defense and security. The National Assembly has completed a great amount of lawmaking work with the passing of 6 laws and 6 resolutions while giving opinions on another 8 bills. The National Assembly listened to and discussed the opinions and proposals of voters submitted to the 4th section, reported on the supervision and resolution of voters' proposals submitted to the 3rd sections, and considered the reports of the government on anti-corruption work, crime prevention work, and law enforcement. In the past 10 months, the export turnover of Cần Thơ City to the US is estimated at $147 million. The city is promoting its cooperation in many fields with Riverside City of the US state of California. At the meeting between Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Văn Hồng and the Consul-General of the US in Ho Chi Minh City, Susan Burns, on November 15th morning, both sides have expressed the faith in cooperation for development in coming time. Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Văn Hồng wished that the Consul-General would introduce Cần Thơ City to U.S. businesses and partners to further promote the exports of the city's signature products, as well as to attract investment in logistics, IT and tourism projects, and foreign language courses for officials, civil workers and students of Cần Thơ City. Agreeing with such suggestions, U.S. Consul-General Susan Burns wished that both sides would promote cooperation in fields of U.S. strength like renewable energy, infrastructure development, high-tech agriculture, and healthcare, as well as promote people-to-people diplomacy. Cần Thơ City People's Committee is considering the removal of Omom Cần Thơ Industrial Zone project from the list of industrial zone planning after 1 year and a half of being supplied to the list. In the past time, the city has actively encouraged investments and supported investors in surveying and researching to establish the Omom Cần Thơ Industrial Zone project. However, investor attractions has not been very fruitful because the compensation and resettlement support costs are rather high. Cần Thơ City People's Committee recently organized a meeting to review the planning of industrial and processing zones in the city, thereby agreeing on removing the Omom Cần Thơ Industrial Zone project from the industrial zone planning for its high cost and inappropriateness as compared to the development orientations of Omom district. On November the 15th in Hậu Giang province, the emulation cluster of the military commands of 12 cities and provinces organized a conference to review emulation and commendation works, as well as the Quyết Thắng emulation movement in 2022. Secretary of the Party Committee, cum Commissar of the Military Zone 9, Major General Hồ Văn Thái, attended and directed the conference. In 2022, the emulation cluster of the 12 cities and provinces has synchronously implemented measures for the comprehensive promotion of emulation and commendation works and the Quyết Thắng emulation movement, which created a lively and widespread emulation spirit, promoted 3 breakthroughs following the resolution of the Military Zone Party Committee in the cooperation, unity, creativity, and striving to breakthrough spirit. The armed forces of 12 cities and provinces focus on training and combat readiness work, with 188 exercises at all levels organized, which contributed to building strong defense areas. The forces have coordinated to organize patrols and safeguard local security. 17,500 officials and soldiers have been mobilized to overcome the consequences of natural disasters and pandemics. The recruitment of servicemen and military school admissions were well carried out. Major General Hồ Văn Thái praised the achievements of the emulation cluster of the military commands of 12 cities and provinces. He reminded the emulation cluster to further promote their leadership, continue to renew the content and forms of emulation and commendation, combine the Week Tháng emulation cluster with local patriotic movements and campaigns, and boost the good person and good deed model. At the event, the military command of Đồng Tháp province handed over the title of the 2023 cluster head to the military command of Hậu Giang province. Also on November the 15th, the Science and Technology Department coordinated with the Agriculture and Rural Development Department of Cần Thơ City to organize a workshop titled Solutions for Developing Durian Trees with Planting Area Code at the Center for the Application of Science and Technology Advances of Cần Thơ City, with Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Ngọc Hè attending. As of now, Cần Thơ City has 2,487 hectares set for growing durians, mainly in the districts of Phong Điền, Thới Lai, and Ô Môn, with an estimated output of over 8,000 tons per year. The presentations made at the workshop focus on analyzing the current situations and solutions to develop durian trees in Cần Thơ City, giving instruction for the insurance of planting area codes and packing establishments, the process of handling scatter crop blooming durians, policies on the production and consumption of durian products, the process of granting the planting area code, and difficulties in the process of applying for a planting area code. The delegates also discussed and proposed solutions for developing durian trees with the planting area code in the coming time. On this occasion, Vạn Hòa Investment and Development Company Limited signed a contract of product consumption with Tân Thới 1 Durian Cooperative in Phong Điền District, Cần Thơ City. In recent years, farmers are really interested in selecting good, delicious, and high-quality rice varieties to sell at high prices. This year, rice seeds production and trading establishments in Cần Thơ City have introduced to the market many varieties of fragrant, high-quality rice varieties, giving farmers more options. This year, Cần Thơ City plans to plant over 74,000 hectares of winter-spring rice. As flood water recedes slowly, it is expected that farmers in many places will focus on sowing winter-spring rice in the second phase in November 2022. Currently, most farmers are interested in preparing seeds of high quality using certified seeds or better. Farmers also choose rice varieties that produce delicious and high-quality rice to sell at high prices and meet the demands of the market. In recent weeks, the purchasing power of rice seeds in the market has also increased sharply. Many enterprises and business establishments selling rice seeds in the cities are quite busy. Currently, the price of many varieties of rice seeds has increased by about 500 to 1,000 Vietnam dong per kilo compared to a month ago. And last but not least, we have the update with the forecast. Weather updates has also wrapped up today's edition of Cần Thơ News. Remember to watch our news program again online on our website at consultv.vn. And now thank you very much for tuning in. Goodbye and see you next time.